Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers Studio Series number 118 or 16, depending of course on things. Leader class, Rise of the Beast Apelinq, based on his appearance from obviously Rise of the Beast, kind of, but mainly just based on his appearance from nothing. Like, to be honest, in the movie, Apelinq was really only in the opening scene. He was exclusively in monkey mode. So, where did this come from? Well, Optimus Primal. That's basically what this is. This is basically just the Optimus Primal mold once again. Now, as you may have remembered, or may not, I have no idea. Anyway, I like that mold. I think that mold is actually really cool. And I think that this one is the same. However, the problem is he has the same issues that the original Optimus Primal figure had as well. And we'll get into that eventually, but man, finally, the complete of the animals, boys. Yes, indeed, the beasts are finally completed. This was the only idiot we still needed, and while this thing does very much appear in beast mode throughout the movie, or at least in the beginning part, I will display this idiot in robot mode. But anyway, let's take a look here closer to him, and man, look at that. He's got the mask face that Optimus Primal had in Transformers Rise of the Beast because of the fact that, well, he never had a robot mode, so what face do you give him but the mask face? And because of the fact that these are the same molds, you might be able to swap the two faces. However, I would not necessarily recommend that because the coloration on this guy is a lot different from the Optimus Primal. So, sadly enough, I don't think it's really gonna mash all that well, but it is a nice looking head sculpt with the mask. To be honest, I kind of wish the original one came with the mask, but it is understandable that this guy would come with the mask. But here you go, look at him. Very nice. Then afterwards, you got basically only the new stuff, which is the arms. Look at the new shoulder pads that he has with that as well. This side as well, with the maximal symbol that will eventually be taken off by Scourge and put on his, I don't know, arm, I think it was actually. I don't actually know where he put that thing. Maybe even on his titty, who's to say. But yeah, but basically the arms and the head. That's all new stuff. After that, everything else is still Optimus Primal and just repainted. Simple as can be. But then you got the nice chest here with the 6-pack as well, or the 4-pack. Well, kind of 6. He's got like 4-pack, and then he's got these two, so I guess 6-pack. But yeah, but also you got these. Now the thing is that for me, about the arms is the fact that I do kind of miss the fur texture in that sense, you know, like the monkey texture, because of the fact that this guy never made it to Earth. I guess he did not necessarily understand that you're supposed to have fur texture in that sense. However, that kind of gets defeated by this, but shut it, okay? This is just headcanon-y thing. I also like the effect that they put here on the forearms as well, with the fact that it's like, you know, kind of like dirty, rusted, or whatever you want to say. But then also we have the bottom legs, which are just Optimus Primal's legs, just recolored once again. And we still have monkey feet on the back, which I don't necessarily have that big of a problem with in this mode. In this mode, I don't necessarily care about that personally. It's just a thing that happened. It's the other mode where we're gonna have the issue, because yes, this idiot does carry around the same issue. And also, this is his back. Very nice looking back. Look at that back. Very powerful back. But he actually looks really cool, and I'm a big fan of the way that this guy looks, even though he never had like an official robot mode. But to be honest, I also was a big fan of the Optimus Primal mold, so what can I say? So let's then look at the accessories that he comes with. Starting off, he comes with this, well, technically two of this, but I'll combine it into one. He comes with this long cable because of the fact that so did Optimus Primal, and I will say that they could have omitted this. They really could have omitted this, because it's not really worth it, and also I don't like it. But he comes with this, obviously. Let's move that off to the side, because next up we have his new weaponry, that being the blades, boys. It comes a nice set of blades right here. Smaller blades. Now these are obviously based off the blades that he had on his forearms when I think he tried to fight off Scourge and then got killed, obviously, but he's got some nice blades. And then afterwards he also comes with this thing, which I guess is just an inactive version of the transwarp key, if I remember the name correctly, because this is what it looked like in the movie. But I think on the Maximal Planet, this is what it looked like beforehand. But basically, he comes with this thing, which I will say this is something that they also could have omitted. I really don't care about this at all. This is a nothing item. I hate the fact that he comes with this item because of the fact that there's no way to store this on him, so he just has to hold it and then he's just gonna drop it. And that is the annoyance that I had, at least with this one. I almost lost this one actually, because I grabbed Optimus Primal from the shelf forgetting that he was holding to this thing, and it just fell out of his hand and under my stuff, but I was able to find it, don't worry about that. Now then, for the other weapons, obviously the important ones, you can just have them be held in his hand, or also if you want to, you can move this peg out of the way, and then actually the other way around might work better. But then you have the big hole here, and I always forget which way this is supposed to go, so we're just gonna try something until we get it to work. You can attach it to his arms backwards if you want to, you know, you can just have that going on, but it kind of looks a bit dumb. Also, I wanted to kind of say, oh, come on, why did you become untapped? The thing is that you can also, I've seen people do this as well, because this figure came out 200 years ago. You can push this further and just basically take it off of its peg thing, and I've seen people actually display him like that as well. If you want to, you can obviously do that as well. Your figure, you can do what you want with it. Yeah, there you go. A little bit tough to get back on, but you can do that as well. But I'll just give it here to him to hold, and he can just start slicing up nobody, because he got killed immediately at the beginning of the movie. But if he had survived to the end, he could use this to slice up, I don't know, Scorponok, I guess. I got nothing, but still, anyway, he looks nice with his weaponry. Not necessarily as intimidating as like big swords, but to be honest, it's not really about the look, it's all about the damage that you can do. Also with these things, you have a little hole here, and you can't see it because of this big lump. But you got a hole here. Come on. There you go. You got a hole there that the bottom of the axe obviously can plug into. Same thing for this one as well. So he can actually throw these things around if you want to, but sadly enough, he cannot hold on to the chain, which would have actually been really cool. But you can still give this to him to hold if you want to by opening up his hand and then putting it, not like that. Fine, you put this idiot into his hand, and then at the bottom you can just plug this in as well if you want to. So do the same thing on the other side. We'll just do it this way. There you go. He can just hold it like that if you want to, like gigantic size or something like that. That is definitely holding from the wrong place. But if you want to, you can just have him displayed like this on any shelf if you want to. Obviously fell off, but still, you can do that as well, your figure. But I don't really care necessarily about those chains, but I gotta do what I gotta do on the shelf, right? So then let's move straight into the articulation segment. Starting off, his head can do a little rotation, not fully because of the, you know, the collar kind of blocks it. You get some up and down and a wee bit of side to side. You get some arm rotation as well, which on mine is a little bit loose. You get some outwards motion, and this thing can also flip up. You get outwards motion, you get a swivel, you get an elbow joint, you get a wrist rotation for that weapon wielding stuff, melee weapon that is. You get a waist rotation, no ab crunch or anything like that. No, you get backwards butterfly joints if you want that as well. I knew he had some kind of butterfly joints. But anyway, waist rotation, legs can go forward, they can go back, they can go in and out. You get a little bit of a swivel up here, you get a bend at the knee right there. However, on my copy, unlike Optimus Primal, this knee does not like to bend. As you can see, it just unpegs itself, which I guess you could call mold degradation. Then also he has ankle tilt with his feet, and you can go up with his toe. He's got some toe articulation as well, and the feet can move backwards as well. They can't really go forward, but you got some toe articulation if you want that for some poses or something like that. So you got yourself a good day going on with the posing of this guy. But to be honest, for that leader class budget, I am expecting fantastic posing. And let's go into size comparison, and I'll actually do this in parts in that sense, and you'll understand what I mean later. But anyway, here we go. Starting off here, we got him next to Optimus Primal, and as you can see, the two of them are just basically the same guy in that sense, but the new head sculpt and the new arms do make it seem different. I mean, look at these arms, they look a lot different. But outside of that, still the same body, and also obviously I have this mess here on the back because that's the only way I know how to store that stuff. But here he is with Optimus Primal. Now then, we're gonna bring in the rest of the squad. So here we have all of the Maximals together at last, finally, and even though two of these never had robot modes, I am so happy to finally have all of these guys in my collection. It's finally complete. Not the Rise of the Beast collection. No. I think we still need a singular more Scorponok in order to complete the Rise of the Beast collection. But outside of that, you know, I got the Maximals completed, and that's what I've been waiting for, and they all look really good together. So then, how about the enemy? So here we have Apelinq next to his murderer. Thinking of that song. But anyway, yeah, he is Murderer right there. There he is next to Scourge. And man, these two look good together. It does kind of look like just like Optimus Primal at the end of the movie with the face mask versus Scourge in that sense. That is actually what this looks like. Also, arm became untapped apparently. Me apologies. This thing actually did fall over when I wanted to put him on the table. But anyway, here he is next to Scourge, and these two look good together as well. So let's get you out of here. Pull you in closer, and let's get into that transformation. So let's get this idiot transformed, and we start off with the 500 million stepped arms, boys. Yes, indeed, we got a lot of steps here to go through. So what you want to start off with is you want to untap this and double hinge it up like so. Then afterwards, you want to take this side here and open it up. And then afterwards, you want to open up this piece here and rotate this around and in. Rotate this piece here around like so. Close this bad boy back up. Afterwards, also, you can close this side up. And then there's a tab here that's going to slide into that slot right there. Like, come on. Like so. And then afterwards, rotate the fist around as well. And there you go. One arm is basically done in that sense. Then afterwards, we want to do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to come to the inner side here. The inner circle as they open up this side panel with the parts separated because it's easier to do. And rotate it up. Afterwards, fold this out. Fold this up. Rotate this whole bad boy around. Make sure that the fist is straight. Rotate this one around as well. Rotate the fist around. Close this bad boy back up. And then afterwards, close this up and tab it in up here, as you do. And there we go, I guess. Two arms are basically done right now. That is the arms. Then afterwards, we want to work on the legs. So what you want to start off with, obviously, take the tiniest of heels and fold them in, obviously. After that, what you want to do is you want to take this front knee section and open it up. Do the same thing on the other side, even though that just counts as bending the knee on my copy. Also, what you want to do is you want to take this side piece here and untab it. It actually tabs in here, like it hooks in. So basically, you want to take the outer side and untab it as well. After that, what you want to do, you want to take the foot here and the other foot as well. And you want to basically rotate this around like so. And then afterwards, you want to double hinge this up like so. And then there is a big tab in here, right here on this knee. It's going to slide into a slot in there. So just want to take this and tap that whole piece together. And then I don't know what to do with the knee pad. You can just fold that down like so. So let's just double hinge this bad boy. Oh, forgot the foot. Me apologies. I thought I had done that. Anyway, fold this up. And obviously, you know, you want to basically, come on. Don't get stuck now. Don't embarrass me, Apelinq. Tab it in like so. And there we go. We got some, I don't know, I guess we got some monkey feet right there. So then next up, what you want to do is you want to open up the chesticles right here. Take the big monkey head, rotate it out. Rotate this up, so slide it up and rotate it all the way around. Slide it back down, put the monkey head up, close this bad boy back up. And then after that, keep the monkey head up. You want to come to the back here, untab this black section up here, rotate it up. Fold this all the way up and then rotate it around. I forgot where it was. And then afterwards, what you want to do is you want to untab it from in here. Somehow, some way. There you go. And then you want to basically double hinge on these two hinges. Slide it over the head so that we can get this bad boy over to the back. And then afterwards, just get everything here a bit out of the way. Fold this down and then push down on it. Somehow this tabs into place. Don't ask me where the tabs are. I have no idea. After that, what you want to do is you want to take this piece here, rotate it around, fold it down, and push it into its place like so. Then afterwards, I guess you can also just adjust the feet down here as well. Take the arms, fold them out like so, and also you can technically use these shoulder joints in order to fold them out even more. And bam! Here we got the monkey mode, baby. So here we have Apelinq in his monkey mode. And to be honest, it is the same as Optimus Primal, except for we got a new head. However, the problems are still the same, so let's get those out of the way immediately. The feet are on the back. I always hated that. Also, you can actually fold these toes up as well. I always forget that. I just saw that right now. But anyway, I always hated the fact that the feet are on the back. I forgot it so much, I even forgot to do it in Optimus Primal. Oops. But anyway, I always did not like that. You know, this is leader class budget. Really wish they kind of went all in on that powerful budget and to get these feet out of the way. But outside of that, overall, this is not that bad of a monkey mode. So let's take a look at the new head sculpt. As you can see, it is a nice looking head sculpt, very much accurate to his appearance in the actual battle. And it is very much different from the Optimus Primal head as well, which I respect, because this is the only other piece that is actually different outside of the heads and the arms. It's the same figure all around, but very nice. And then also you got the armored plating once again over here. You got more armor plating down here as well, with the brownness all over it. Kind of look like he just wiped Optimus Primal's booty, but hey, who knows? Maybe he just likes the fist. Whatever, who cares? You know what? I'm not gonna sit here and say what a monkey can and cannot enjoy, obviously. Then after that, obviously, you got the back here as well. Still the same as Optimus Primal, and then the back of the legs are a bit of a mess. Kind of wish they were able to clean these bad boys up a little bit more, but outside of that, you know what? This is not that bad of a looking figure at all. I mean, I think this thing is overall pretty great. So then, let us look at the weaponry, because that is where this thing kind of shines a little bit. So, starting off with the integration, let's start off with the blades, boys, which is really the only thing that matters here. And what you want to do with these blades to attach them here is you want to basically fold this either way and then take it, and then there's a gap there that this tab here is going to slide into. So you basically want to take this and just tab it in. You can actually just leave this out if you want to in order to hide that bad boy. I thought you had to move it off to the side. Do the same thing on this side as well. So just tab this in like so, and here we have him with his blades, boys. The blades that he had in the movie. And yes, I can now understand why people will want to take away the handles, because of the fact that they look kind of dumb. But overall, this is not that bad of a look. This is what he had in the movie. He had these arm blades in order to take out Scourge, but that plan was, sadly enough, not necessarily really planned out, you know. I mean, there was a plan to take out Scourge. It's just the execution could have used some work. Good thing we had Optimus Prime on Earth to take care of that one. But there you go. That is what he looks like with his blades, and I understand where people have some issues with it, but you gotta understand, you need the handles in order to be able to have him hold it in robot mode. Also, if you want to, we can technically also hold on to this thing by opening up his hand here and just putting it in. There you go. That's the best you can get out of it, but he can hold it technically, or maybe you can even open up his mouth. Speaking of which, let's just go straight into that one. We got articulation, boys, just before we get into this thing. But anyway, his head can go down and up. You get a little bit of rotation in here as well, and then afterwards, his mouth can open up. So I guess, but technically, maybe you can just... like, you can't even do that? Really? I think he actually did that in the movie. Whatever. Anyway, but yeah, you can open up his mouth and close it back up. Then his arms can do a full rotation. They can go in and out. Shoulder pad can move. You get a bicep swivel here. You don't really get an elbow. Oh, you know, wait, you do. You get an elbow bend as well for a good punch. If you want to, his hand can rotate as well, and also, as I've already shown, his hand can open and close if you want to. There's 2 individual fingers. Forgot to talk about that in robotic mode. I think actually the other hand can do that as well, but my apologies, I'm not really used to that kind of stuff. Then afterwards, obviously, waist does not exist. His leg can move a little bit forward and back if you want to. This one can also move up and down if you want to. You don't really get much else. It is still monkey mode, so you still do not get everything, but overall it is a nice looking monkey mode, especially with these things in there. But yeah, he can't hold on to this thing necessarily, but overall it's still a nice monkey mode. Too bad it takes up way too much space. So then let's move straight into SAS comparison. Starting off, obviously, here he is next to Optimus Primal, boys. Look at him. Look at the two of them. They look very similar because they're the same figure, but also different enough thanks to the arms and the new head. Let's take a look at the closer up. Here we got the two heads right here together. As you can see how different they are from each other. Same with the arms. But to be honest, these two are absolutely great together. So then let's push you off to the back so we can get into the rest of the Maximals. So here we got all of the Maximals from Transformers Rise of the Beast together. Let's see if I can actually put the wing up a little bit so that you can get a little bit closer here. But here we got them all. We have Air Razor, Apelinq, Rhinox, Optimus Primal, and also the power of Cheetor himself. The squad is complete. Yes! I'm so happy the fact about the squad being complete. This looks awesome. Oh my god, so many. Like, it's how many years has it been? Like 2 or so years, I guess, in order, or maybe 3, I don't know. But anyway, to complete the whole set, it's been a while. But we finally completed it thanks to a bit of a retool. So let's get these guys out of here. Then afterwards, here he is next to Kit from Knight Rider. Riding Kit from Knight Rider. He's holding on for dear life. This is a bit of a problematic situation for Michael Knight, but still, look at that. But anyway, here they are together, looking pretty cool together. So let's get Kit out of here. So bring in the enemy. Yes, indeed, here he is next to the power of Scourge, boys. And to be honest, yeah, looks pretty cool together, you know. Not the best, not the worst, you know. It is Earth versus Monkey, so what do you want? To be honest, in these two modes, I feel like Apelinq could have just jumped him and been like, die, you scourging bastard, die, that kind of stuff. But who's to say he just didn't have the advantage, I guess. So let's get you out of here, pull you in a bit closer, lower the camera a little bit. Let's get into that reverse transformation. So let's get Apelinq back into his robotic moods. What you want to start off with is I like to just start in the back here and untap these legs from in here. So untap this in here, double hinge this down a little bit. We'll get back to that one in a minute, so just double hinge it down. Afterwards, what you want to do, you want to fold up the leg and fold out the foot. Lower the toe as well, because you're supposed to flip that bad boy up, which I forgot to show off, but still, here you go. Like so. Afterwards, what you want to do is you want to flip this forward, take this here, and here you got a little bit of a round thing that is going to sit right in there. So basically you want to line that up and tab that in, and afterwards you want to take this, and this tab here on the leg is going to tab in here as well. So you basically want to take everything here, just kind of get it all lined up and tab it in. Make sure that this thing is pushed all the way down. Did not notice that. I was wondering why it didn't work. Now you want to tab in. So push this here all the way down. I don't actually remember doing that step on Optimus Primal ever, so that's why it was a little bit confusing. Anyway, also fold out the knee guard and then also get this in there. And then finally, once you get everything kind of low enough, you should be able to tab in the leg and fold up that piece. And here we got the legs done. Outside of one little piece, but I need my part separator. So let's fold out the heel here a little bit. Come on, there you go. Got the one heel out. Number 2, boys. Number 2. Come in from the other side. There you go, number 2. Now he's got those heels so he can actually stand. Good old Monkey Man. Not necessarily Monkey Man anyway. Time to get to the top, baby. To the top indeed. So what you want to do here is you want to untap this piece here. Rotate it around, but also untap this piece here. This tab's in really tight. I always forget to untap this. Good thing I remembered it now. Untap this here. Rotate it around and just fold it up like so. But what you want to do with this is you want to take these things and just fold this all the way around here. Take this piece here, rotate it around as well, but basically fold this down. Fold the monkey head up. Thought I had already done that, turns out not really. Then after that, what you want to do, you want to fold this all the way like this so that you can rotate it around, then double hinge it in, and then there's a tab here that's going to slide into a slot in there. So just take that, tab that bad boy in, and there we go. The back is now done. Now you fold out this piece here, rotate this up, rotate this around. Actually, you were supposed to actually get the head like this and then rotate it around, but you apparently don't have to. Fold the head up like so. That will allow you enough clearance in order to fold that in and close it back up. There he is. There is Apelinq himself. Keep wanting to call you Primal, but that's because technically that is what you are. Anyway, next up, what you want to do is you want to rotate the arms out so we can get some clearance here for this part. You want to open up this piece here in the arm and also untap this from in here. Rotate this piece here around, rotate around monkey hand, close this up, close this piece here up, and then rotate this in, and that will kind of tab into place. Then you want to take this piece here and double hinge this in to cover up that hole, and there we go. One arm is done now, and I thought the hand was on the wrong side, but we're looking at the wrong side. So do the same thing on the other side. So open up this piece here, untap this piece here, rotate around monkey hand, rotate the monkey hand in, Then afterwards, yeah, rotate this around so that we can close this up and close this up as well. And then double hinge this forward like so. And there you go. That thing is all covered up. Get this off to the side right now. And then, bam, after all is said and done here, we got Big Monkey Man back in his robotic mood. So, final thoughts on Optimus Primal. Yes, he does look like an idiot right now, but this is how he's gonna stand on the shelf anyway. Actually, I think I called this Optimus Primal Apelinq. Anyway, I think this guy's great. Yes, I do. Now, while I do think that if you already have Optimus Primal, the novelty of this idiot is going to go a little bit down, I will say that if you actually missed out on Optimus Primal and you want to experience the mold, well, here we are, boys. Apelinq is a really good substitute for Optimus Primal if you don't already have him. I think that even if you do have Optimus Primal, this guy could be good. However, maybe you want to save that money and instead use it on the Age of Extinction Leader class Optimus Prime figure, which is the same price, and I would highly recommend that over Apelinq. But if you do not have Optimus Primal, I think that this thing is definitely worth it. It's a great figure. It's one of those retools, so you kind of have to give and take in that sense, where it's like, yeah, but I already technically own this guy with this guy, you know? I already own him, so I don't know how you feel about that one, but overall, I think that this guy is great because also the original figure is great, and I also love the new pieces, the new arms, the battle mask, the monkey head. I love it all. I think this guy is great. So would I recommend him? Yes, if you do not have Optimus Primal. But that has been my review of Transformers Studio Series number 116 or 118, because the box is a little bit different. Guess I missed that one when I was speeding through the open box because I had 21 boxes anyway. Doesn't really matter. Leader class, Rise of the Beast, Apelinq. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!